Episode number 20. We've made it. On today's episode of Fork This City, we're diving into one of the most talked about reservations in New York, the one and only Carbone, and breaking down whether it actually lives up to the hype. Then we're putting ourselves on the spot with a blind ranking of some of our favorite and least favorite restaurants we've hit so far. And finally, we're taking a step back to reflect on 20 episodes of eating, debating, and probably arguing over pasta. I'm talking about you and your obsession with La Pecora Bianca. Also, since it's episode 20, we had to do something a little extra special. We're going to hand out the Fork This City Awards, best meal, biggest letdown, everything in between. Let's get into it. I'm your co-host, Josh Einbinder, joined alongside Gabby Martin. Gabby, 20 episodes, quite an accomplishment.
Welcome to our 20th anniversary episode, where we have been spewing our hot takes and opinions for 20 straight episodes, and we're not going anywhere. I love to see all of you motherforkers tuning in. I love all the engagement we're getting. And hopefully today's episode is a really good one because I would say we saved Carbone for our 20th special.
We did, and we still have more to talk about. We have a lot of other reservations to review still in the next coming weeks.
Shout out
Um,
Elliot from Snag. So we got our reservation to Carbone using the Snag app. So I would say this is a story in itself because I have wanted to go to Carbone, I would say for years. Even before I moved to New York City, I knew what Carbone was because of their spicy rigatoni vodka pasta. And people online buy their sauce, Carbone sells it. People try to do replicas of the spicy rigatoni vodka, which I've had people's like take on it. It was not as good as the real one. So this has been a reservation we've wanted forever. I will say I've set Resi Notify for Carbone before, and reservations have come up, but they're usually for 11 p.m. I don't know what your experience was like trying to get a reservation there.
I have seen reservations pop up for very late at night. But to your point, it's always somewhere I wanted to go, but it wasn't along the likes of a Fort Charles or Teresi. In the back of my mind, it was always like, I want to go, I want to try it, and I would be excited to try it, but it's not like number one on the list. So I was thrilled we got in, and we got in at a great time. We got in at 8:30.
Yeah, so I was gonna say a big part of this story is like our reaction when we got the notification. So our dinner club, which is this group of four of us essentially that go out to these meals together, we're in Stamford, Connecticut in the car. Josh was driving, and Jillian yells, "We got a Carbone res!" And everyone was like, "What time?" Because usually it's for 11. And she was like, 8:30. And I kid you not, we all yelled and screamed of joy. It was as if we found out we won the lottery, the reaction.
Hmm. And what was even better is that Nissan Altima by Dochi was playing in the background.
Oh, that's what you remember?
That's what I think is the kicker. No, we were all very excited because we'd been setting notifications on the Snag app, like trying to get good reservations, and we saw this one pop up, and we were enthralled. We were very excited, and
8:30.
yeah, I mean 8:30 is really solid time, honestly, because 10 o'clock we definitely wouldn't have done it. I think if it was like the Aresh of the world, the 86, we would have done a 9:30, like what we did with the corner store, which was a 9 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
But Carbona 8:30 was the sweet spot.
But there have been on the Snag app, Oresh and the 86 do come up occasionally. We will review that in the future if we get in. But yeah, so Carbone, we were extremely excited. We went on a Sunday night at 8:30. So shout out Elliot for that. So essentially we could start off with the vibe. So when you walk in, there's like a, I don't know the proper name. He's almost like the bouncer, like standing at the front letting you in. And
Basically, yeah.
I started like taking pictures outside of the sign and he was laughing at me, but like in a nice way. And then when I walked in, he was like, "Welcome to Carbone."
The thing is, they must experience this all the time because there's so many people like us who probably come get a reservation and they're so excited to eat there that even me, like when I took my phone out and was taking photos, they knew, and we'll get to that. Like at one point, one of the waiters was like, "Wait, did you get your photo?" And I was like, "Yeah,
They
yeah,
know.
we did." Yeah, they know that most people are only going to come one time and they want their content.
I will say the level of excitement I had for the corner store though was higher than I was for
Yes.
Carbone.
And I think it's for a couple reasons because I feel the same way. One, Carbone's a chain, and I know it's like a fancy chain, but it's like it's like you hear so much about Carbone, and we'll get into it. I have very good things to say about the restaurant, but it's like you hear so much about Carbone, and it almost, and I'm by no means I'm shitting on them, but like it feels a little elitist, and you're kind of like, like that's always been my vibe of Carbone. Like, I'll get there when I get there.
Really?
Um, yeah, that's always how I've thought
Okay.
about it. So
Mine's different, but go ahead.
I was just gonna say, so for me, the excitement wasn't the same as the corner store. Like when we locked that in, I was like, hell yeah. I was like, I can't believe we're going to the corner store.
Mhm.
For Carbone, I was like, this is gonna be exciting. I'm excited to try the food. Um, but I wasn't like my stomach didn't have butterflies in it.
Right. Oh, mine did, but in a different way because I was getting Resi notifies for Carbone already. So in my mind, it was possible to go there. Corner store, I
Mhm.
was like, no way
Yeah.
will I ever be going there. Well, this is a good segue into what the vibe is. The vibe blew me away because what I thought it was going to be some like huge restaurant with like Cheesecake Factory vibes. I
Mm.
thought it was very like cringy, family style, almost like Carmine's. I don't know why that's what I thought it was like, but that's how it was always like described to me as like gimmicky and big portions. But the vibe was amazing.
I didn't think it would be like Carmen's. I thought it'd be more like Bad Roman. So I did think it would be a big restaurant, but I
Okay,
thought it would be like a little bit of a sexier vibe. But yeah, the vibes were great. Candles lit right by our table. I was worried your hair would catch on fire at a certain point.
me
But
too.
it's a small restaurant. It really is not a big restaurant. I love the bar in the corner in the
Loved
back.
that use of the corner. It's almost
Yeah.
like, have you seen those like AI things where it's like, I have this space in my apartment.
Yes.
What should
And
I
they
do
make
with it? It
yes.
looked like that in the corner.
Yeah. It was the vibe definitely blew me away. I did not expect it to be that small. I mean, how many tables were there? 15?
It's small and very
Yeah.
intimate and sexy.
Yeah. Yeah. It was not at all what I thought. And we're not getting into the food yet, but I also thought the service from the moment we walked in was very, very good.
Oh, spectacular. So
Yeah.
yeah, vibe, it was dark, candles lit. We were next to this like centerpiece in the middle of the room. There was like grapes and cheese and candles, which my hair was low-key kind of close to. And I also love when restaurants have a dessert platter where it's like they were serving like carrot cake and a few other things on the dessert menu, but they had like the full-sized cake, so they like show you before you're ordering what the dessert's
Hmm.
like, and there was a whole display of the cakes behind us. It was very pretty.
Yeah, I agree completely. And I think we should dive into the food because we started with the Caesar salad, the famous Caesar salad. But actually, I want to
Back
back up
up, the
first.
bread.
Oh no, forget the bread. The menu. This
Oh,
is this is actually a note I have for Carbone.
I
You
forgot
guys got
about
to
this.
change the size of the menu.
It was
It's a little
bigger.
too big. And as the man at the table, I decided to hold on to all the menus so the ladies would have space. Way too big. Can we just do like the QR code or something? Like it was just. I,
No,
I
I
know that
hate the
that
QR
detracts from the
code.
vibe, but the menu was literally. I'm 5'4". The menu was at least 1.5 feet. Like it was
No,
a
it was
mon
like
a
huge. It's a
monster
mon
menu.
Yeah, and there's not even room on the table for it. So once we were done looking at the menu, we were all like holding them, and they were so tall they were covering our face.
Yeah.
So yeah, over time Josh was like, I'll just hold them. But they're definitely way too big, and I feel like that's almost gimmicky. Like that's what the Cheesecake Factory menu essentially looks like. It's huge and has a bunch
It's
of
a big
menus.
menu. Yeah. And not
Yeah.
only is it a big menu, the Cheesecake Factory, it's a big menu. Like
Yeah.
that menu is
It's
Robert
not
Irvine. If you ever watched growing up Restaurant Impossible, Robert Irvine, he would like destroy restaurants that had big menus. Love that TV show. He would destroy the Cheesecake Factory, rip them a new one.
That's funny. Yeah, so the Carbone menu just like physically was too big. And it sounds like a nitty-gritty complaint, but honestly, it was annoying. Forgot about that until you mentioned it
Yeah.
though.
We should move to the bread because that's what we started with, not the salad, the
Not
bread.
to like be rude, I think you ate like 9 pieces of bread.
I did have a lot of bread and it had to be taken away from me. That is correct. Yes.
Okay, so yeah, there were a lot of different types of bread in the bread plate. It was the best one was like the focaccia with the red sauce over it, in my opinion.
The tomato bread, yeah, that was very good.
Yeah, the tomato bread was really good.
Yeah, that
It was
was
garlic
excellent.
bread.
And it's not like if you're listening, it's not like the marinara tomato bread, which is like fine. Like this was fantastic tomato bread. I wanted to have a full loaf. Thankfully, I did not, but I probably came
You probably
close.
had half a
Yeah,
loaf.
probably.
What other types of bread were in there? I think I was really trying to save room, so I think I had the tomato bread, half a piece of the garlic bread, and I think I stopped there.
I actually didn't think the garlic bread was that good, to
Me
be honest.
neither.
It didn't really like have like a real garlic. It was like weird. It was a little off.
It was
Uh,
fine. Um,
yeah.
and just side note to anyone listening, we don't judge places based on the bread plate, but we are just giving the full review
And the bread is additive as well. So it'll never detract from the review, but it can always add, you
because
know.
it's included in the meal. Oh, you're just saying it can add to a more positive review.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then it came with olive oil, I think olives. I don't eat olives, so I didn't really pay attention. And this amazing pickled cauliflower.
And it also came with the meat too, the salami
That
or
I
whatever
think it
that
was
is.
that instead of olives. Yes, it came with salami. Delicious. That cauliflower was incredible. Usually I'm not excited over pickled cauliflower.
Yeah.
I was eating a lot of that.
I did think the pickled cauliflower was good. I thought the salami, if you, I think it was salami, was really good. I think I surprisingly I only had two pieces of the salami because I'm trying to avoid cold cuts under any circumstances. Very high in sodium,
Mm.
but very good, and it's a nice way to start the meal, and it was delicious.
Yeah, so I got to the point of like getting nervous. Josh wasn't going to eat the rest of the meal, so I took the bread plate away and moved it to the other side of the table.
Yeah,
And
she did.
but it was really just to make sure you could eat the other things we were getting. It
Yeah,
wasn't to like shame you.
yeah, that's okay.
And yeah, we're close enough that I think I could do that.
Hmm.
Okay. So then next came the Caesar salad. So before we even get into the Caesar salad, I'm going to give them props for their service. So they came over and gave us new plates after like each course. So the waiter put down my Caesar salad plate, like a fresh plate, and then I had like a piece of like salami on my old plate. He goes, "May I transfer this to your new plate?" And I just think that was the most incredible service I've ever seen. And I said, "Yes, you may. Thank you for asking." And he said, "No problem, Bella." Loved that whole interaction. The fact that you asked about transferring it, because it's very smart, because if he took it away and I was planning on eating that, that would be bad service.
Yeah,
If he dumped it onto my clean plate, that could also make someone mad. I don't think I would have cared over a piece of salami, but I just really appreciated that.
totally. Um, that he did not call me Bella. We didn't have any big interactions. I will say, and this is a hot take, I actually find it a little annoying when restaurants replace plates multiple times. I think I'm good for one plate replacement a meal.
Oh,
Anything more than that to me is like I'm like you got to just get out of my face with the plates.
I
Just I'm good.
disagree.
I'm not like a huge plate replacer. I also keep my plate pretty clean, I think, so I don't need like to have new plates all the time.
Well, not to tangent too much, but at Theodora, they did not change the plates. And I remember being like, I need a new plate. There's so many mixed textures and stuff on here.
That could have done with one good plate replacement after like the first four dishes were sat down
But I
because they're
am
all
going to
small
say
plates.
for Carbone, I think that's actually fine dining.
Hmm. It
And a
is. It is
lot
fine
of people
dining.
don't. I don't need my salami plate touching my Caesar plate. That's going to have meatballs and then pasta and then veal on it. I mean, the
Yeah.
last few could be mixed, but I don't know. I appreciated it. But speaking of the Caesar salad, the presentation was amazing.
10 out of 10.
They know it's a show. They make it tableside from scratch. You see them do everything. They confirm if you want anchovies or no anchovies. We said it's fine if it's in the dressing, but we don't want anchovies on top. That was honored. It was great. I loved watching
Yeah.
them make it.
The salad was actually my least favorite dish of the night.
Same.
Um, it was a little, what was the taste? The mustardy.
Mustard.
Yes, it was mustardy. I'm not the biggest mustard fan. I will eat it, like I'll have it sometimes, but I was expecting more of the anchovy taste, like with the dressing, but
There wasn't
obviously,
much.
yeah, there wasn't much. Um, it was fine. Like
I'm
if I go
gonna
back there,
agree.
I won't get that actually.
So I don't like to be negative because overall I really loved this place. I want to go back really badly. The one thing I would not order again was the Caesar salad.
Hmm.
I know Major Food Group is capable of making such amazing salads because we've had it at the corner store. I've had it at Parm. They have really good Caesar salads out there. This one did not hit for me. It didn't taste like Caesar salad to me. It was very mustardy. But I will say
Yeah.
the croutons were fresh and very good.
And the croutons were soft inside. So it was like a crunchy outside and a softer inside.
I like that.
Really, really like that because I'm very picky with croutons. My favorite crouton in the world is the one from Just Salad. I love their Caesar salad. Yes, true. True story. I love their Caesar salad. And
What?
yeah, it's true.
Yeah, for once I have nothing to say. I mean, we've had spectacular like croutons at like the corner store, and you're saying your favorite is from Just Salad.
Not to tangent, but Just Salad has the best lunch that I get. It's the Peruvian chicken plate. It's sweet
Okay.
potatoes, lentils, white rice, roasted chicken with a green Peruvian sauce. It is 10 out of 10. Just Salad, please sponsor us.
What? I mean, yeah, Just Salad would love to work with you. Nothing against it, but that's the equivalent of like Chipotle, Cava, and worse in my opinion,
It's
actually.
fire.
But interesting. Okay. So yeah, my advice would be if you're going to Carbone, try a different appetizer.
I
Maybe
agree.
there's a lot of cool things on the menu. I just wouldn't get the Caesar.
I agree.
Okay.
Moving on from the salad, we then got the Mama's meatballs, I believe is
Hmm.
what they're called. And I'm just going to tell you right now, I downed a lot of them. They're only
Okay.
four,
I'm not gonna
but
lie,
I
Josh
downed
ate
like
three out of the four, and the three of us like split one.
Mom, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for listening. It was so, it tasted, I think you're going to say it tasted like a hamburger, which is fine. It was fantastic. It was one of the best meatballs I've ever had.
It doesn't taste like a meatball. I respect it. It's funny, my review is sounding negative. They were good. I've just never tasted anything like it. I swear it tasted like a hamburger.
Well, I mean, it's a meat, it is a meatball.
Yeah,
So
but it was good.
ground
I
meat.
had like a quarter of
Oh,
my
I thought it was great.
one
Yeah.
meatball, shared it with the other girls. I'm happy to have given it to you, but I actually like would get it again if I went back. I was just so full. I don't say this often. I actually, in my opinion, think we overordered. I
We probably could have done with that one, the second pasta dish.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. No, yeah, I actually could just do the spicy rigatoni, the veal, and like a salad and like
Hmm.
be done with it. I actually would kind of scratch the meatballs and salad and like stick with the other things, but the meatballs were very good, but
Yeah,
not the standout. The other two things are what makes this place, in my opinion, but I know you loved the meatballs and that was
I
your
did.
favorite thing.
I did. But the next thing was one of your standouts was the famous spicy rigatoni vodka, and I'll let you take it away.
I think I could have downed this whole thing by myself. Not really. I could probably eat about three-quarters of it by myself and just
Hmm.
called it my meal. I think it lived up to the hype. I will say, if you don't like spice, like if you don't like any spice in your meal, you're not gonna like this. I do. So it had the vodka taste that I love, which is like creamy but salty. Campagnola really missed the mark there. It tasted like straight up cream. This was true vodka sauce. They know what they're
Hmm.
doing. It came out hot. The pasta was al dente. I loved the shapes. They're called macaroni, but it's like they're like the elbow shape but thicker.
Yeah.
It's actually not rigatoni, so I think I've misspoke in the past. It was to die for. I need to go back just to get it. And I know that's probably a hot take, and people think that my opinions are not valid. And a lot of people do think this is overrated. I personally need to get this pasta again.
Thought it was really good. I have nothing else to say. I enjoyed it. I know that's a boring response, but it was just quality pasta. And I think you go into this meal because everyone gets this dish. You're like, this is going to be the most overrated dish because it's the most Instagram dish, it's the most belly dish, whatever, whatever, whatever. But it really hits. Um,
So
I think,
good.
I don't know what it's like at other Carbones in Miami and Vegas, wherever else they are, but the quality control, which is something I always worry about if I opened up a restaurant, was not a problem at Carbone, New York. The
Which one's
quality,
original?
I think the New York one's the original
Oh,
one.
okay.
I, the quality of the dishes, the service was exactly what you'd expect from Carbone, and it was very impressive because I was expecting to go in there and it to just be kind of like a clusterfuck, excuse my language, of just disappointment. And it wasn't. And the spicy vodka was a delicious, delicious dish.
I agree. I think we learn to go into these places with very low expectations and not be super excited because then we're always so upset when it's a letdown. So our mindset was like, it is what it is, and hopefully it's really good. And it wowed us. So 100% if you're going to go to Carbone, you need to get this pasta.
We did get the tortellini before we move on to the veal.
And now you know my opinion because I forgot about it. I don't love tortellini and I don't love whatever was inside of it, but you can review it.
So we did get the pasta with tortellini and like a bolognese sauce. Thought it was really good. I know you have your opinions, but it was very good. And if you're looking for a different pasta that's not that spicy vodka, it's perfect. Let's talk about the star of the show because clearly this is not.
Well, the star of the show, in my opinion, was the pasta, the vodka
Sorry, the
pasta,
second
but
star of the show.
the second star of the show is the veal parmesan. We got to talk about the price though.
Expensive.
$96. No baby cow is worth $96. Just saying.
I mean, I love the cow. The meat from a cow is just top notch, but it is pricey.
96?
If you're listening to the podcast, a good thing to know is if you want chicken parm, you can get it at Carbone. You do have to request 24 hours beforehand. Um, I imagine it's probably like the same price. It might be a little
It's
cheaper.
they're gonna well, it's not on the menu, just to clarify, but you can
Yes,
request it 24 hours before. I feel like they're gonna charge you the same amount.
probably. The veal parm was incredible. Again, the $96. It
You
was
want to know
really
what?
good, but
No, I actually think I have a good way to explain it. If you're gonna split it with a bunch of people, it's worth it. If you're there with one other person and it's someone's like actual dish for themselves, it's not worth it. But
agreed. You
if
have
you
to split
split
it.
it between a few people, it's like 22 a person, and like we shared like 4, 5 dishes, it makes sense to do. But
Yeah.
yeah, if you're getting that as like just one dish for one person, not worth it. And when they were cutting it, they asked if you wanted to film the veal parm.
Yes, and that was just props to them because unlike at Il Cantonori where they didn't even let me get a photo of the chicken parm, like they cut it and they put it on our plates. They put it down, they let me get my pictures, my videos, and then they took it away. And I love that because they know that they're in the content game as well.
They do.
And they see probably a lot of high profile people. It's Alex Earl's favorite chain restaurant. So she
Oh,
told respect the chain.
I did not know that.
Yes, it is.
But
But
it's
the
a
veal parm,
high-end chain. It's
it's a
not
very
like
high-end chain. I don't know if I would really classify it as like a true chain.
chain. I wouldn't either. That's a really bougie answer. I respect it though. But if someone's
Yeah.
like, "What's your favorite chain?" I would say Chipotle, not Carbone.
Well, because Chipotle is more of the traditional chain, with
Yeah,
like franchising locations. I don't think you can franchise veal
right.
parm.
And then I like when Italian places serve me. So they cut up the veal parm into four and gave us each a fourth of it.
Yes. And you can eat the bone as well. And they told me that was the best part, but honestly, I just didn't want to eat it. So I
Well, the
skipped.
waiter like pressured Josh into eating. He's like, "Take the bone. It's the best part, man. Come on."
Yeah,
I
so I
was
was like,
like,
yeah,
"Okay."
I'll do it. And then I faked a bite and I put it down.
Oh, really? Probably was amazing.
I'm sure it was. I was just like, I'm full. So
It's a very heavy meal. I think you don't need to order as much as we did, but we wanted to try it all. So
yeah.
if you're gonna scratch anything, the tortellini, the Caesar salad. That's that.
And lastly, we did get dessert, but we'll talk about the dessert cart. Like you mentioned, they come around with the dessert cart and they show you dessert options. Now, God knows when they made these desserts or if they're even real. Like maybe they're just
No,
like,
they're not serving that one. That's the
no, no, I know
display
they're not
one.
serving. No, no, no. I know they're serving it. I'm saying God knows if they're real or if they're like
Oh,
chemically
like
changed.
plastic.
Yeah, I
I
wasn't
think
saying
they're
they're
real, but
real.
I think they're preserved somehow.
Yeah, those are not obviously I know those are the ones that are not they're not serving that. That's gross.
I thought you might have assumed that, and I
No,
wanted
I
to make
did
that
not.
clear.
I
Okay.
would not have had the dessert if I thought it was coming from the tray.
Yeah.
What was it? The chocolate hazelnut cake?
Yeah, something along those lines. He told us that was the best dessert in his opinion. It was really interesting. Is it my top chocolatey dessert of all time? No, but it was super unique and delicious. You have to like hazelnut. It was very nutty.
I wanted the tiramisu. I was outvoted. It was fine. I think I love chocolate desserts, but the hazelnut threw it off for me, and not my
I
favorite, but
liked
that's
it.
okay.
It was
Yeah,
really good. Like if I had to rate it out of 10, I would give it like a 7.5 out of 10. I really enjoyed it, but if you give me a warm chocolate chip cookie or something else, I just like that better.
yeah.
We've been doing a lot of tiramisu lately, and I think that's why I kind of got nixed. And the waiter said that the best thing was the chocolate hazelnut cake, so we kind of were just going off of that.
I would love to know if you asked every waiter there if they'd have different answers,
Well,
or if they
probably
would.
we all have different opinions.
Of course, of
Next
course.
time you
But
go back to Carbone.
Overall, though, it was a great meal. I think I give it a 9.8. Read my belly review because I basically said, like, this place is not overhyped. Anyone who says it's overhyped probably just. This is what I tell people is I wanted to go in hating it. Like,
Yeah,
genuinely.
we
Like, I went in
did.
there, I was like, I cannot wait to write a belly review. This place is overrated, but you know what? It's not overrated. It's
No, it's
really
not.
good. And I highly recommend if you have the opportunity, go to Carbone.
Yeah, I wouldn't go at 11 p.m., but I would argue I would go at like I think 8:30 would be my latest.
I think I would do it 9 o'clock on a Friday or Saturday night.
Maybe. Yeah, I really, really loved it. So I think as our 20th episode, Carbone's a really special place to review because it's a pretty big reservation and hard to get.
Yeah. And the fact that we just spent 27 minutes talking about Carbone, very impressive.
Yeah, we have a lot to say about it, and overall service was great. All positive things.
All positive things. And I think this is a good segue to our next segment, which is we're going to be doing blind rankings of restaurants that I've picked for Gabby and Gabby has picked for me. Now, as a reminder, if you're listening, Gabby does not know the restaurants I've picked out for her. So I'm going to say a restaurant. She's going to have to put it one, two, three, four, or five, and she can't change her answer after that. Gabby, are you ready?
Yeah, and I will add we are doing this again per request of the listeners.
Yes.
Okay.
Your first restaurant is Wayla.
I actually really liked Wayla, but I feel like I know this is a trick game. I'm gonna give it a 4.
Wow.
I know you're gonna
Okay.
give me a bad places, I imagine, but my gut told me to give it a 3. Am I allowed to change my answer or am I locked in?
You're locked into four.
Okay.
Don Angie.
I like Don Angie. It gave me a stomach ache after though, too.
Very nice. EJ's Luncheonette.
I know that. You know I like that place, right?
I know you. Yeah, I was looking at this is how I picked these places. I looked at your belly.
I wish I could give I could wish I could swish Wayla and EJ's Luncheonette. I'm gonna give EJ's Luncheonette I'm between 3 and 5. 3.
So to recap so far, you have Wayla at four, EJ's at three, and Don Angie at two, which means you only have one and five available.
Yeah, I know. This is where it gets
This
juicy.
is where it gets juicy, and I'm glad that I picked the first three first. Your next one is Jacob's Pickles.
5.
I'm so glad you said that because you know what's number one?
Industry Kitchen.
No. It might not be the best food in the world, but you'll sure as hell have a great time there. Sammy's
Sammy's
Romanian
Romanian.
Steakhouse. Yeah.
Honestly, fine. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Okay. I actually think I kind of won. The only thing I actually would change, like, yeah, Sammy's Romanian, the food's not that good. I think I'm gonna maybe need to tweak mine for you because Sammy's actually was on my
Ah.
list. But I appreciate you putting it there because that's funny because we thought to do the same thing. Okay, I figured out how to change it really quickly. All
Okay.
right.
I want to say before you start, I feel like the key to this game that a lot of people mess up that I'm going to try to do now when you give me my restaurants. Some people are afraid to like not use the number one spot. If I hear a restaurant that I think is at least good enough, I'm putting it at number one because I can't risk
Oh, I'm
having
happy
bad
with how
restaurants
mine
number one.
turned out this time.
I think,
Kind of. Food,
yeah,
not food wise, but vibes wise, I love
sure,
Sammy's Romanian.
sure. All right, I'm ready.
Okay, guys, this is gonna be fun. Number 1, Sonedale North.
Five,
Okay. Number 2, Redgate Bakery.
four.
Number this is gonna go so wrong. Number 3, Evol.
I'll put it at number three,
What do you have left?
two and one.
Next, the High Key Rainforest.
Number one. I had the best time there. Number one.
Okay, are you ready for the last one?
Hmm.
McDonald's.
So, okay, you got me there with the chain restaurant. Good job. Um, I guess if I was redoing this, then I thought you were gonna hit me with better restaurants.
I know, that's why I
I
thought this was funny because I knew you were saving, thinking I was gonna give you a better one.
and to Anisha, if you're listening, who owns Sundown North, I love Sundown North. The problem is, I thought you were gonna give me like more higher scale restaurants, so I put Sundown North five. So I guess if I could redo it, I would do Sundown North one. I would do Evolve two. Redgate Bakery three. what was the other one?
The hike.
Oh, the Hikey
The hiking
Rainforest
rainforest is number
3
one. If you guys want to get a glitter cocktail that comes in like a huge, what do you call it? The
pitcher.
pitcher thing.
Oh yeah, I know. And shout out to our girl Gia. Gia, if you work there, we will be seeing you this summer.
Yeah, we will. Um, we'll have to tell that story a different time about the high Korean forest to the best of our abilities on a public forum.
Yes.
And then McDonald's.
I was watching The Founder the other day, the movie about the founding of McDonald's, so it's fitting, I guess, that McDonald's goes in the number one spot.
Was your was your dad the one saying like that there's no proof that like they're getting real meat? Or is that someone
Uh,
else?
well, that was definitely someone else, but I've seen that online. But I'm not going to slander McDonald's because no one really knows what happens at their distribution centers, so I don't want to
Yeah,
comment on
someone
that.
brought that up recently.
I've seen stuff like that though online before.
I also thought to bring up McDonald's because of that comment a long time ago. He was like, "Hey, have you heard of that burger joint called McDonald's?" When someone was saying that like the whole grapevine debacle episode.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I thought
When
it'd
they were
be
like, "Oh,
funny.
you haven't? Have you heard of?" Yeah, yeah, that was
So I thought
ridiculous.
McDonald's, okay, I had a great time. I know that's not what you expected, but I feel like that's why it's a fun
No,
game.
good job. Good job.
Thank you.
And lastly, on our very special 20th episode, we're going to hand out five awards each. They're going to be the same award category, just we're going to have different answers. The Fork This City Awards, a round of applause.
Dun 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 dun.
I wish we had nominees too, because then I could really make a nice edit out of it on
That would have
on
been
YouTube.
smart.
But that's okay. So, Gabby, I'm going to start you out with the most overrated reservation, which is called the Was That It Award. What, in your opinion, was the most overrated reservation of 2026 to date?
I think you said the name wrong. Was that it? That's how you pronounce the name
The
of
Was
it.
That It Award?
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there we go.
I think we might have given it to the same place. Campagnola.
Ooh, no, I did not.
Okay. Who did you give it to?
I gave it to Evol.
Oh, I mean, I was that it to me means like it was edible, but I wasn't really into it. Eval, I just couldn't eat a single dish.
Right. I just felt like I like can't believe that place is semi hard to get into. With the dishes that we had, I was blown away that it's like a hyped reservation. Evol, Ivol, whatever you people say when you
Eval.
listen, I
Yeah,
don't
I wouldn't waste
care.
your
It's
time
fine.
going there. It was really not for us.
Yes.
Okay, our next one, which is the Holy Fork Award, which essentially means best bite. You go first.
It's not New York. I'm gonna give it to Gymkhana, the
Wait,
butter chicken in London.
no, we're a New York City food podcast, Josh.
I have to. It was the best bite I've had of 2026 so far, and I'm gonna stick by it. Truly one of the best bites I've had in a long time.
Okay, also, can you also give your best bite in New York City for our New York City listeners?
Yes, I will. This is a hot take.
Sure.
Lomo Saltado at Jora in Long Island City, one of the best fancier Lomos I've had in a long time.
I did say Manhattan, but Long Island City is in New York City. So yeah, okay. Don't even know what place
Well,
you're
New
going.
York City is encompassing of all five
The
boroughs.
five boroughs. That's no, I know. Okay, I'm giving my Holy Fork Award to Coat. This shouldn't come as a surprise. I
No.
am obsessed with the steak they make there.
hmm
I know that
The
gets a lot of hate.
the next award is for worst service, aka Where's Our Waiter Award. Um, Gabby, I'll let you chime in.
This is actually going to be a later podcast, so this isn't going to come with much context. Opto and Flatiron,
I know you had some difficulties there.
big time, and we definitely will get to that in a future episode.
Mine is not a restaurant. Mine is a frozen yogurt place. But the
Right on.
service was just as bad. Mimi's frozen yogurt. Now, no one was particularly rude to me. I thought that no one managed the lines properly. I'm not talking about when we waited, when I
I
went
know.
with
I know.
Jillian and her sister. I mean, guys, move the line along. My God, you can't have people pouring the ice cream themselves. It was horrific. I think the service there is horrible. I think the frozen yogurt is horrendous. Um, Definitely the Where's Our Waiter award goes to all the people that work at Mimi's.
I know. They don't even have a waiter, but maybe
The
that's fitting.
Where's the Staff award. That's what
Where's
it
the
was.
stuff? I like that. We should have called it that to begin with, actually.
Mhm.
Okay. I still haven't tried Mimi's, but I do walk by quite often and there's a very long line. So I will only be trying it when there's no line. Next up is the VIP Treatment Award, which essentially means best service.
This might be controversial. I had to think about this one for a second, but I'm actually going to give it to our waiter from Theodora. And I say that because he made really good suggestions. They were really good with the water refills. There was just like something about his personality that I really liked.
You
And
really
so
liked it.
yeah, I think his name is Dave, I think. So shout out to him. I thought the service was top notch at Theodora.
He was, because remember, I was like, "Hi, I'm Dave."
Oh, yes, from Dave, Yellow Old Dickie Show. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. That's not what I thought you were gonna say. He was a good dude, though. Okay. I'm giving my best service to Carbone. That shouldn't come as a surprise, though.
No, the service was top notch there.
Yeah, that was fine dining. No complaints.
And the last award is Best Dessert, aka Save Room Award. Gabby, what is your favorite dessert so far of 2026?
I don't think mine should come as a surprise. Mine's the Samoa Sundae from the corner store. I still think about it a lot.
That was 2025, though.
Did we say how to be that one had to be? I thought it was best bite of 2026. I thought best dessert could be of all time.
Okay, I'll give you that. So then you can't give me anything for my answer. My
Oh God,
answer
what is it going to
is
be?
also a non-New York answer. It's the
No, it
chocolate
has to be in New
mousse.
York. It just has to be within. Come on, we're a New York City food podcast. If you go look at our
I want
Instagram
people
bio.
to know that I want us to move away from just New York City. Like I think we should expand. That's how we expand our brand. But that's okay.
Okay, you could
I'll
give
give
both answers.
both answers. Best dessert this far of this year, the chocolate mousse at Le Bon George in Paris. Rich, decadent, magnificent.
Just move to Paris then.
I That's not for me.
Okay,
My favorite dessert here, can I just be honest?
I'm scared.
Any normal ice cream place. Give me chocolate ice cream with rainbow sprinkles any day of the week, and I'm happy.
Okay, which
Carvel, Cold Stone, Haagen-Dazs.
Carvel wins the award? We're losing
Carvel,
credibility as food
I'm
podcasters
not.
every day.
Carvel has a dessert called the Carvelanche. Carvel, feel free to sponsor our next episode and hit us up with some Carvelanches. Thank you very much.
I know, but
Uh,
that's not even a New York City specific place, but I guess no one said it had to be.
it is in New York City, to be fair. It's in Macy's in Herald Square. So it fits the mold.
This is really not how I expected any of these rewards to go, but that's why we're great podcasters.
Yes. Gabby, I mean, this was episode 20. Pretty crazy that we've gotten to this point. Any thoughts on 20 episodes?
No, I'm just really happy we're doing this because I think we're gonna make it big.
I hope so. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at Fork This City Pod, on TikTok at Fork This City. Give us a 5-star rating wherever you get your podcasts. That's Spotify, Apple, Amazon Podcasts. I am Josh Einbinder. Gabby, episode 20. Crazy.
So 20, keep listening. We're gonna be doing really good reviews coming up because we have a lot of good reservations coming your way. Peace out, Mother Forkers, 20 episodes.